on that as well, because she just did an interview that no one's talking about. I mean, this interview Breanna Stewart just did should be making headlines for every WNBA blog, podcast. It doesn't matter what it is, because she's on the board. But one thing that is strange is that she's also on the board of Unrivaled, which we're going to talk about that later in the video. But one thing I can tell you guys is that it is not looking good for the 2026 WNBA season, as they try to make a push to earn some type of revenue to.
Recent developments in WNBA contract negotiations have raised concerns about the upcoming 2026 season and potential disruptions to league play. Breanna Stewart's recent interview on a podcast has revealed significant details about the current state of collective bargaining discussions between players and league management. The timing of these negotiations coincides with the WNBA playoffs, creating additional complications for both parties involved. Stewart emphasized the challenges of balancing playoff preparation with contract discussions, noting that players must remain focused on their team's championship pursuits while also participating in crucial negotiations that will determine the league's future. Financial aspects of recent league expansion highlight the growing value of WNBA franchises.
2026 WNBA season, as they try to make a push to earn some type of revenue to come in. Guys, let's head on over to YouTube and pull this up right now. Now, somebody had tipped me off about this interview yesterday. So Breanna Stewart did this with a brand new channel. This channel is called Welcome to the Party. I'm guessing it's a WNBA podcast. They only got like 1,000 some subscribers. So if you guys want, subscribe to them. But we're finna react to some of this. Let's check it out.
For example, Golden State Valkyries, they paid $50 million for the team in 2023.
The Golden State Valkyries paid $50 million for their franchise in 2023, while 3 newer expansion teams and Philadelphia each invested $250 million earlier this year. Additionally, a new media rights agreement worth $2.2 billion represents a substantial increase in the league's revenue potential. Despite these positive financial indicators, disagreements over revenue sharing have stalled progress on other important issues. Stewart expressed frustration that negotiations have been unable to advance beyond basic revenue distribution discussions to address critical player concerns, including family planning support, housing arrangements, pension benefits, and compensation for former players who contributed to the league's foundation. The concept of compensating retired players has emerged as a contentious topic within the negotiations.
Paid $50 million for the team in 2023. And the 3 newest expansion teams, as Stewie just pointed out, Cleveland, Detroit, Philadelphia, they each paid $250 million earlier this year. And a new media deal that's coming in, media rights deal, is $2.2 billion is what she's talking about in the new media rights deal.
All of that is correct. And that's why we have a frustration of where's the lacking from both, like, the W side.
Yeah.
This proposal would allocate funds to former WNBA players who helped establish the league during its earlier, less profitable years. However, critics question the wisdom of prioritizing such payments when current players continue to advocate for improved salaries and working conditions. Stewart acknowledged that the playoff schedule creates additional pressure on negotiation timelines. Players entering postseason competition prefer to minimize distractions from brand partnerships and external commitments to maintain focus on their team's championship goals. This dedication to on-court performance unfortunately limits their availability for extended negotiation sessions during this critical period.
Yeah. What's needed?
Yeah. What is needed?
Are you meeting?
Yeah, there's meetings that are happening. I feel like from a player perspective, like, it's really frustrating to me that we haven't been able to even come to an agreement as far as revenue share, because then we haven't talked about anything else important. And there's like family planning and player housing and like
The possibility of extending current contract terms temporarily has been discussed as a potential solution. However, such an extension would create cascading delays throughout the league's operational calendar. The expansion draft for incoming Toronto and Portland franchises, lottery selections, college draft proceedings, and free agency periods would all be affected by delayed contract resolutions. Free agency complications represent a particularly significant concern. If negotiations remain unresolved, the entire league essentially becomes a free agent pool as players seek to maximize their earning potential under potentially improved salary structures.
Housing and pension and the idea of paying back former players for what they've done. So we really haven't been able to get into the nitty gritty on anything. And what's the hardest part is
paying former players for what they done. What? So you mean to tell me in this negotiated agreement, y'all basically said we don't care about our money. Let's pay the old players that have played already. What the hell? How the hell are they gonna pay old?
This uncertainty creates planning difficulties for both players and team management. The prospect of a work stoppage or lockout represents unprecedented territory for the WNBA. Stewart confirmed that the league has never experienced such a disruption since its inception, making current tensions particularly noteworthy. The potential for delayed or canceled seasons adds urgency to reaching a resolution that satisfies both player demands and league financial constraints. Alternative basketball opportunities have emerged as factors in these negotiations.
How the hell they gonna pay old players whenever y'all can't even get paid? What? It's crazy, bruh.
Now we're going into playoffs. When we go into playoffs, I'm not doing extra stuff like brand partnerships, anything like that, because I want to be locked in for my team. So now it's well, the WNBA can't be mad at us for being locked in where our team is and focus on winning a championship and not able to be in as many meetings.
The development of Unrivaled, a 3-on-3 basketball league co-founded by Stewart and Napheesa Collier, has been described as both an opportunity for players to earn additional income and potentially as leverage in WNBA negotiations. Stewart's involvement in Unrivaled raises questions about competing interests and negotiation dynamics. The new league aims to provide better compensation for players, maintain domestic playing opportunities, and create more marketable environments for women's basketball talent. Critics suggest that such ventures may be designed primarily to strengthen players' bargaining positions rather than serve as genuine alternatives to WNBA participation. The interview revealed Stewart's acknowledgement that Unrivaled was conceived partly to demonstrate players' ability to create their own profitable basketball opportunities.
Yep. Yeah, I mean, that makes sense. It's not fair for them to be putting you guys in this position in the latter parts of September and October when the playoffs are happening, because you're hoping to go all the way to the final, which would give you guys no time to negotiate and actually meet as a players association. So what do you hope? What do you think that you'll just do some sort of extension and get the deal done in the offseason?
This admission has generated controversy regarding the motivations behind alternative league development and its potential impact on WNBA stability. Player reactions to these developments vary considerably. Some support the creation of additional earning opportunities and improved negotiating leverage, while others express concern about potential disruptions to established career paths and team loyalties. High-profile players like Caitlin Clark face particular scrutiny regarding their participation in alternative leagues and their influence on negotiation outcomes. The expansion of women's basketball opportunities through new leagues and increased media attention has created both opportunities and complications for existing structures.
And get the deal done in the offseason?
That's what I'm thinking. I think we'll probably do some sort of extension. Even still, if we do an extension, it's going to potentially make everything delayed because you have the expansion draft for Toronto and Portland coming in. You have the lottery for the teams and their lottery picks. You have the draft. You have free agency. So if the CBA is not done, then none of the free agency happens. And
while additional revenue streams and
going with y'all. Everybody love Paige. I like Paige, but I just want Paige to get the same treatment that Caitlin Clark got, because I'm here to tell you she did not get the same treatment Caitlin Clark got when she first got into the league. We all could agree on that. See, everything went south for Paige when she scored that 44 points. See, when she scored that 44 points, that really had everybody dissecting her film. I mean, going way back to May till today. I mean, people have been really,
The combination of increased franchise values, expanded media deals, and growing fan interest creates opportunities for substantial player compensation improvements. However, disagreements over implementation details and competing priorities continue to complicate reaching mutually acceptable agreements. The outcome of these discussions will affect not only current players, but also the league's ability to attract and retain talent, maintain competitive balance, and capitalize on growing popularity in women's professional basketball. Stakeholders across the sport await resolution of these complex negotiations and their implications for the 2026 season and beyond. Recent video clips have emerged showing Paige Bueckers displaying visible irritation with the Dallas Wings coaching staff during games.
May till today. I mean, people have been really, underlining, going through it, ciphering through in her film. And what we had discovered is Paige is not getting guarded the same way Caitlin was. Paige has not been put through the same stuff Caitlin was put through. And you know what that drew? Red flags, and red flags from everybody. And it was so bad that the WNBA players decided to, you know what? Maybe, just maybe, we should apply more pressure on Paige. And that is exactly what's been going down, man, because Paige.
The UConn graduate and rookie sensation has been making waves in her debut WNBA season, though comparisons to Caitlin Clark's inaugural year continue to surface. While Bueckers' first-year performance has been impressive, it hasn't reached the same heights as Clark's record-breaking rookie campaign that earned her the award. However, many expect Bueckers to claim this year's rookie honors with widespread support across the league. The situation took a turn after Bueckers' remarkable 44-point game, which triggered intense scrutiny of her performances. Analysts began dissecting footage dating back to May, leading to a significant discovery. Bueckers isn't facing the same defensive intensity that Clark encountered during her rookie season.
On Paige, and that is exactly what's been going down, man, because Paige Bueckers has been frustrated these last couple weeks, man. Now, I'm here to tell you, this is another video from the other night playing the Sparks that has surfaced, guys. This video has surfaced online. Paige Bueckers look at her coach like he's the biggest idiot ever. Now, we know Paige Bueckers is coming from the Gino Auriemma, pipeline, and she's used to having phenomenal coaches. Now, she looked extremely frustrated in this.
This disparity in treatment raised concerns throughout the basketball community. The revelation prompted WNBA veterans to increase their defensive pressure on Bueckers, resulting in visible frustration from the young star over recent weeks. New footage from a game against the Sparks shows Bueckers appearing completely disengaged during coaching discussions, staring blankly while her coach speaks. Coming from Gino Auriemma's prestigious program at Connecticut, Bueckers was accustomed to elite-level coaching.
Phenomenal coaches. Now, she looked extremely frustrated in this one. Let's roll this. Look at this. Look at her. She's in a trance. Paige is frustrated. She hella mad. She looked like, why am I here? Why am I here? This is the face of Paige, bro. She looked like, damn, why? She don't even want to hear what she got to say. She don't even care. She don't even care. Paige went out of Dallas, guys. I'm starting to think.
The contrast between her college experience and current situation appears stark in the viral clips. Her body language suggests complete disconnection from the team's coaching approach. The footage shows Bueckers sitting motionless, seemingly questioning her circumstances. Her facial expression conveys deep dissatisfaction, with observers noting she appears unwilling to engage with coaching instructions.
I'm starting to think she do. I'm starting to think she do. Paige is extremely frustrated. Look at her, bro. She's mad. She don't know what to do with herself. Look at her. Look at her. She don't even want to clap. She wasn't even happy. Look at her. Look at her. Look at her. Look at her. Oh, my goodness. Guys, we got to check out the comments. We got to check out the comments in this one. Look at Paige, bro. Damn, why they do her like that? Why did y'all do Paige?
The disconnect is so apparent that speculation about her desire to leave Dallas has intensified. Social media reactions have been mixed, with some defending the coaching staff's approach, while others criticize the handling of the rookie star. Comments range from supportive to harsh, with particular focus on the coaching staff's appearance and methods. Some observers note that similar behavior from Clark would have generated significantly more negative coverage.
And why they do her like that? Why did y'all do Paige like y'all sent her ass all the way to Dallas? She is furious, bro. She hella mad. They getting blown out games. Paige has not looked at this. Somebody said, looks like staff got into her ear about it. Honestly, it looked like a bit of a chewing out if it was. I respect it. If Clark did this, there would be nonstop think pieces about her attitude. Facts. And guys, we got to remember she did assault Kelsey Mitchell too. All of this stuff happened in this one game.
The same game featured additional concerning incidents, including Becker's physical altercation with Kelsey Mitchell and the team's overall poor shooting performance. These events combined to create a perfect storm of frustration for the rookie. The team's struggles extend beyond coaching issues. After losing DJ Carrington, the Wings have faced numerous challenges, including injuries and declining performance.
In this one game, all of this, her team missing all them shots, she pushing Kelsey Mitchell. Now this, what's next? What is going to come out of the Paige pipeline next to show she is frustrated, guys? She is mad. Somebody give her a Prozac. Damn, look at Paige. Why would a WNBA still have a man as a head coach these days? Probably because the rest of the team is garbage. It must be the bun.
Players appear to have lost motivation following key departures, leading to sloppy play and basic fundamental errors. Game footage reveals shocking mistakes, including players unable to maintain possession and missing wide-open scoring opportunities. The team's execution has deteriorated to concerning levels, with simple dribbling becoming problematic. These issues explain Becker's visible frustration with her current situation.
The team is garbage. It must be the bun. All coaches don't know what they're doing. Somebody said she looks like she need a hug. She definitely need a hug, man. Somebody said no man with a hair bun should be a coach of a pro sport. It's a bad look. Damn. They said trade her. Somebody said she's just disgusted by the stupid effing man bun. Oh my God, look. Oh, bro. Don't.
The contrast between her college success under elite coaching and her current professional environment appears to be weighing heavily on the young star. Her expressions during timeouts suggest someone questioning how she ended up in this position. The Wings are scheduled to face the Phoenix Mercury next, providing another opportunity to observe the dynamic between Beckers and the coaching staff. The situation continues developing as the season progresses, with many watching to see how this tension resolves.